Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and this is going to be your monthly reading. I'm recording this for February, but it could find you at any point in time and feel relevant to you. Energy works in its own cool way. So whenever it does find you, I'm really glad you're here. Welcome back to whoever is subscribed and has seen my videos before, and a big warm hello to anyone who is new. I'm really happy to have you. So where to begin? Okay, actually, like, this is something that I'm really getting into the practice of saying before I jump into the readings, because I feel like it's so important. As you pay attention to the messages, always bounce everything off your own intuition, your own inner knowing. You know yourself best. So don't make anything fit. When a message resonates, you'll know, and when it doesn't, you'll also know. So only take what feels right and true to you, okay? I like to describe my readings as like an energetic buffet. Take what you want, leave the rest. My intention is to be like an energetic soundboard, to reflect certain energetic frequencies that hopefully and may assist you in gaining greater clarity to what it is that you're experiencing, feeling, sensing, navigating at this time. And yeah, my only hope is to come alongside you and be of service to you in a healthy, helpful way, okay? All right, so I'm gonna introduce the decks. This is the Modern Spellcaster Tarot. This is the tarot deck I'm using for this round of readings. And then I'm going to use the Dragon Wisdom Oracle and the African Goddess Rising Oracle at the end. I'll have all of that information down in the description below if you're interested in checking it out. So, okay, Cancer suns, Cancer moons, Cancer risings. Maybe you're here exploring a certain aspect to Cancer in your chart, water energy. Who knows? This could be interesting to you. The visual that I received leading into your reading, Cancer, was of that beautiful phenomenon of bioluminescence. I was like, it looked like in my mind's eye, I was looking over the side of a boat into the like deep, dark ocean. It was nighttime, and swirling my hand in the swirls of bioluminescence, sparkling around and swirling. And then I heard shine on them haters. Literally, I heard that come through. So I love that, for one thing. Because I looked up bioluminescence because I was like, okay, I want to kind of lean into this. So bioluminescence is a natural chemical process which allows living things to produce light in their body. So shine on them haters. I just feel this sense of spirit sharing that this conversation will be, about this your internal beautiful light, your authentic light, your authentic nature, your balance between light and the darkness and light, and this like relationship, right? This awareness, this phenomenon. You are phenomenal. You are a phenomenon unto yourself. So, okay, that's cool. Okay, so then I have another note here. Bioluminescence is a phenomenon that comes from the luminous, sparkly glow emanating from millions of tiny marine organisms. They emit light when they are disturbed. So like that, just for kind of the shine on them haters is like, okay, you're gonna disturb my peace, well, I'm gonna shine brighter. I'm gonna continue to shine in a natural, authentic, magical way. And like, the more they're disturbed, the more they shine, and it's like, keep shining on them haters. So Cancer, you're making me laugh. Okay, yeah, and it was very much like the night sky. It was like this like reflection, right? You look up at the stars in the night sky and they're like glowing and sparkling. And then when you, I don't know if you've ever experienced bioluminescence, but I live in a place where I have had the blessing and the pleasure to actually interact with this numerous amounts of times, actually, living by the ocean. And it's remarkable, and it is like looking into the night sky, into space, the depths of space, as above so below. So let's jump in and see what's going on, what can be reflected in the cards. Cancer. It's gonna get a little mark. Cancer. Shine on them haters, Cancer. Oh, and like anything that tries to take your glow, they can't. Like this is talking about how light like it emits from within themselves. Like, oh, we got the King of Swords. Oh my goodness, Death. Six of Pentacles. We've got the Justice card and the Wheel of Fortune. I'm gonna get some more. Okay, we've got the Ace of Swords. So I'm going to show you the cards. So first we have the King of Swords, which I just love this King of Swords in this deck. Like, what a mighty force. And then we've got the Death card. And I'm really paying attention to this moon in the background. You are represented by the moon. That's your ruling heavenly body. Six of Pentacles. And then we've got Justice card. So there's this really beautiful energy of balance, of reciprocity coming in. I heard matching energy with respect. Wheel of Fortune. I heard what goes around comes around with respect. Interesting. Ace of Swords. Fierce. Fiery, truthful. Sitting underneath the Six of Pentacles. So, okay. Matching energy with respect. What goes around comes around with respect. I don't sense any ill intention coming through, but I feel like whatever, like, I mean, shine on them haters. It's like, just, it's this notion that I feel coming through your archetype, Cancer, of just shining and being who you are and embodying your truth, embodying your light, embodying your darkness as well. You know, with the Death card here, this balance, this duality, this alchemy of both, right? This depth and awareness, like that can be really threatening to people. Your warm heart, your giving nature, your sense of justice, truth, beauty, freedom, and like I feel like an outspokenness, and yeah, I feel like there's kind of a notion of like I just heard putting them in their place. There's so many messages coming through. And again, I'm not sensing ill intention. I'm not sensing like I don't sense that at all from here, but I do feel like there's a willingness to match energy and a willingness to assert oneself and speak up for oneself and shine on them haters. and keep doing what you're doing, and focusing on reciprocity, focusing on dynamics where you're feeling respected and where your heart is respected and valued, right? Like the Six of Pentacles is that reciprocity, it's balance, and same with justice. So there's this sense, I heard justice is served. So I don't know, maybe some of you literally may have a justice system like process that is winding up, coming to a close, this rebirth, this truth, this light coming to the truth kind of energy. And if that may just be for very few of you, but there's just a sense of balance, justice, truth, power. Like, look at this beautiful justice card. Again, with like the light and the dark too. When it comes to the bioluminescence, it's the dark, deep, dark ocean, which you represent water, deep, dark, deep depths, watery nature. There is no cups on the board, but yet anyway, I'm gonna pull some clarifiers. But then when the water is disturbed, that bioluminescence takes form, those organisms. It's like, it almost kind of reminds me of like cells in the body emitting light, and that cannot be put out. That just cannot be put out. You have a lot to give. And I also sense that this is a time of receiving. It just keeps, Spirit keeps bringing me back to the sense of reciprocity. So I'm going to start with a clarifier for the Six of Pentacles. You are such a nurturer. Okay, the Devil. This is so interesting because there's been a common message that's kind of wafted through the readings so far, and I might even do a reading on itself, is like people's projections, people being threatened by people who really are stepping and feeling deeper in their authenticity and walking in their truth and like being who they are and like being like this authentic light and being fairly giving and caring. It's almost like there's this notion of maybe there's this notion, this theme kind of wafting through, and I'm seeing it in your reading too, is like mistaking kindness for weakness. And that is just not correct, right, Cancer? I don't know if like you're on social media and you've seen like that TikTok sound, or like you've been on Reels where it's like it goes, looks like a cinnamon roll, could kill you, looks like it could kill you, is a cinnamon roll. Like it goes through that. Cancer archetype, so I'm getting ahead of myself. Cancer archetype kind of reminds me of looks like a cinnamon roll, but what like could kill you, like could step to you anyway. And I think that that's something that Cancers are underestimated for, of just like how, how deep, like how fierce that they are. But also how nurturing, giving, caring. So when the Devil comes out clarifying the Six of Pentacles, it's like I get this notion of like energies that are trying to pull at your giving kindness and draining and it's kind of funky, to be honest, and that's probably why Spirit's like shine on them haters. Okay, Ace of Swords clarifier. Oh, look at this. We got the Queen of Swords, yo. With the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck, there's a little bit of confusion. So there may be a nature of being confused, like just by this kind of energy, like feeling drained but not knowing why, but like knowing why. Interesting. So here's the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the King and the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles with its big wolf protector, and the Queen of Pentacles with its bull protector. This really shows me that the universe is right, you know, always right beside you. You are so protected. I feel like there's just a divine protection around you. Again, there's this notion of like embodying one's truth, truth prevailing, and being very like assertive, clear, direct even, and starting to cut cords to any dynamics that are attempting to like mine your energy, or that are mistaking your kindness for weakness. Like what, I don't know what that is, but that might just be for a few of you out there. It's confusing. It's kind of putting, like, it's kind of mental, yeah, giving you mental confusion. But with the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, that awareness is like slicing through that confusion. Like there's awareness being brought to that confusion, like identifying that you are confused, if that resonates with you, of course. And being able to use the power of the mind to slice through that confusion and come to a sense of clarity and awareness and trust in oneself, trust in yourself. And through that, being able to rebalance and you know, to really embrace your duality, to in order to keep shining your light. Yeah, strength. Whoever has mistaken your kindness for weakness is greatly mistaken. And again, I heard what goes around comes around with respect. I don't see, like, again, I don't see any ill intentions, but I do sense a lot of return to sender energy, and keep going along your merry way, and minding your own business, speaking your truth, enjoying your life, and sharing your light, your love, in dynamics that feel reciprocal and safe for you. I just saw like the wool being pulled over her eyes and then quickly being taken off. Like there's just something that I feel like anything that's tried to like thwart your truth, or you know, kind of smoke and mirrors you, it's not lasting for very long. This like truth and balance prevails. Five of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's a sense of disappointment, sadness, betrayal, and like I feel like I'm reading that in a few different ways. Like it's almost, you know, of course it's kind of like unnerving to come to the conclusion like, wow, some people like literally try to like fuck with other people's peace. It's like, you don't want to believe it, but it's like true. And the best way to protect yourself is to do exactly what it is that you're doing. Minding your own business, enjoying your life, shining your light. That is like the most important and most protective way to protect your energy, protect your peace, to just keep doing that. Keep returning to sender and pulling on the well springs of your strength, trusting in yourself, And yeah, but it right, it's a kind of unnerving. You're like, well, dang, like that's, yeah, unfortunate, and it's kind of like disheartening. That's the word I'm looking for. There's this like sense of disheartenment with that Five of Cups. And then also, as you cut these cords, this, like siphoning off that energy supply, like people are going to, that might ruffle some feathers. But you keep standing in your truth, and just, again, minding your own business, trusting in your clarity, and yeah. Trusting in your truth. Because the thing with the Queen of Swords clarifying the Ace of Swords is like the Queen of Swords really knows themselves. They've been through so much. They do kind of follow that wheel. They go into the underworld and they come up above, and then they go into the underworld. They've gone through so much. They have a very deep awareness of their mind, their knowing. They are very keen and intelligent. They're very fierce, but very loving as well. They're open to new perspectives. They're open to learning. They're open to receiving. But like, look at that sword, like she's gonna bring it down and ultimately trust herself and bet on herself, and feeling supported by nature, feeling supported by spirit, by life. Like, your life is your own, So anybody trying to control you or try to siphon your energy or question yourself, like, I just sense that that's not working as well anymore. And you're moving away from that. You're also being really real with any emotional patterns within yourself that you've outgrown, and like that in itself also threatens people. When you're like real with yourself and you're like doing that deep inner work, you're building a relationship with inner work, and you're releasing your releasing, integrating, flowing. Like, there's this flow. I just saw like a fountain with really clear water, which reminded me of your energy, of course, being water, really like cleansing and clear. Like, I just saw like a device, like water treatment. Like, that's the kind of inner work I'm feeling, and moving away from these things within yourself. And that's what's creating a difficulty for any kind of dynamics, or people, place, things that are trying to throw you off kilter in any way. It's almost like, there's this energy of like being threatened, and like it becomes, these are other people's perception, or what's the word I'm looking for? Projections. Other people's projections, they can become internalized within us. But again, I'm not sensing that that's being able to thwart you or throw you off kilter as much anymore. And again, it's a relationship. It's a consistent relationship. It's a journey. But there's different, there is growth in that. And I feel like, anyway, I don't mean to be redundant, but there's a feeling here of like other, like external projections trying to, like, that are jealous of like how you're seen, how you're valued, how your success, your blessings, like the support you're getting with anything, like the support, and it's not working, and it really says more about them. And that's why I feel like Spirit's like, shine on them haters, just keep shining, just keep doing your thing. I know that after it does get in, it gets internalized, and it can get a little bit clogged up, but I'm sensing with this Death card here, Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, Justice, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, Queen of Swords, there's ways that I sense you learning, you know how to clean that up, and are cleaning that up each step of the way, and recognizing any kind of trigger or recognizing any kind of block and bringing your curiosity to that, right? Our awareness is our superpower. So interesting. Let's get a clarifier for the Justice card, and we'll move on to Oracle. Wait, you're sending them over there, so the left side. Oh, we've got the Knight of Wands. Sorry if his chair is loud. So, yeah, shining your light, baby. Going, like, trusting in your direction. Being agile, like being adaptable, adventurous, charismatic, sexy, like, just, yeah, keep doing you. If there's any kind of feelings of like, if you're resonating with this reading, I really sense that you're just blocking out any kind of jealousy, any kind of, why can't I think of this word? I keep, like, any kind of projections from other people's insecurities, doubts, and keep doing you, and quietly and diligently unpacking any internalizations of that as you keep moving and growing, shining, experiencing life, growing. Like, there's this real sense of freedom coming through your energy, Cancer. Freedom, focus, excitement, really going for what it is that you want and showing up as the person that you want to be every day, and literally loving yourself. And, like, it is weird, but that can be some of the most threatening things to people who aren't in their power, or like that. I don't even know how to make sense of that. It's just kind of coming through your reading, and it's honestly been coming through almost every single reading. It's like this energy of starting, like, to unpack the projections that are placed upon us and shedding that and making more room for our soul to shine. Okay, wow. So, Cancer, we got air energy at the bottom. There is a lot of air energy, sense of rebirth and freshness coming through your reading. Cutting cords, moving away from emotional patterns that don't serve you anymore, moving away from dynamics that aren't there to support you, that you're not feeling a reciprocal nature from. Like, I feel like, again, you are so divinely protected as well. Like, Wheel of Fortune under the Death card, like, dang, Cancer, like, that is some badass energy right there. Like, what goes around comes around with respect. And, like, keep returning to sender. Keep returning to sender and unpacking, releasing, and shining. That Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor, is bringing in so much blessings and abundance. And, like, that inner work and that, like, depth that I feel within you, that healing, like, I feel you riding that wheel and, like, building a relationship with life, being a conscious co-creator with life, being a conscious co-creator with, like, the universe, God, source, spirit, like, and bringing your attention and your curiosity and your strength to the unfolding of time, fully participating in that, responding, manifesting, like, oh my gosh, it's just beautiful. Like, you are such a light in this world, for real. Dragon Rider. This is all about, like, literally exactly what I was talking about, like, riding the flow of life, and, like, harnessing this inner power by, like, the Strength card is about building a relationship with the inner beast, you know, like the inner beast, taming the inner beast, learning how to harness that energy and, you know, employing it into strength, fierceness, drive, trust with oneself, trust and like with life. These two, like, I pull them together because it's like there's just this piece with certain inner beasts that assist you in shining your light even more. And again, like, this is just what it's just confirming a sense of, like, sorry sorry, Cancer, this, like, revelation of your power, revelation of who you are, revelation to this behavior, and how, like, when you identify these blockages or this self-sabotage or anything like that, like, where it's coming from and returning it to sender, cutting the cord, siphoning off that energy and calling back your power. Yeah, courage. Oh, dang. Like, I just feel, wow, like this fierce warrior nature, right? Shine in them, haters. Courage to be yourself. Courage to be who you are. Courage to stand up for yourself. To courage to cut these cords after these revelations, right? Like, to become aware of, like, whoa, like, that person, place, thing, whatever external energy is literally trying to confuse me, drain my energy, mistaking your kindness for weakness. Well, again, that is not, like, I feel this roar at that, like, just like, right? Like, that's the benefit of, like, building relationships with our shadows, right? With our shadow and our darkness. When we build a relationship with our darkness, then we are really finding ways to rebalance and being able to pull on our light energy, our dark energy, and alchemize it into our truth, our authenticity. Yeah, divine order. You are so protected. You are so so protected. Like, you know, the energies that love you in the energetic realm are assisting you in returning to sender any of this energy. Cancer. Radical rebirth. Mabuya Nahanda. Radical rebirth, baby. Oh, and Marie Laveau. Good juju. Yeah. Oh, yes. So I want to read from the book with these. That's what I feel guided to do. So Mabuya Nahanda, goddess of radical rebirth, Shonas, Zimbabwe, from the Temple of the Ancestors, element air. So this is a really big element for you right now. We are in Aquarius season, so it's very airy. Channeling your air energy. Again, like, there's riding this dragon, like. Okay. So, born around 1840, Sharwe Nayakasikana, tried my best. Nayakasikana channeled a Mahondoro, an ancient royal lion spirit named Nahanda, who has been incarnated by revolutionary Shona women for at least 500 years, heralded by as Mabuya Nahanda, Grandmother Nahanda. This great ancestress was a healer who declared war against colonial occupation. Yeah, baby. Mabuya Nahanda's guidance. Yes, you can. Stop the struggle. You can choose at any moment to start over and be reborn. Like the sun, you rise again and again. And I feel like that's something too. Shining on those haters, it's almost like they're like, oh my God, how did they bounce back again? But you just keep bouncing back stronger and stronger over and over again. Each time more powerful, loving, bright, brilliant. Because of the awareness of that darkness, because, right, you cannot have light without darkness and darkness without light. There's this duality. Okay, sorry. Dust yourself off, move forward, and go for it again. Life is about transition and change. You will fall on your face, change your mind, and need to make a comeback again and again. Release the idea that you messed up if things aren't perfect. Stop waiting to be ready. Make new choices and decisions. So goddess declaration, still I rise. Yeah, still I rise. And this like, you know, like fierce, like warrior energy, standing up for what is right, what is true. Speaking up against like control, right? Like we're talking about this ancestress healer who declared war against colonial occupation. It's just so powerful, Cancer. I feel like there's great ancestral healing here as well. Reclaiming your power, reclaiming your gifts, and literally shining on those haters. And this, you know, the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, this is Aquarius energy, and this is about the collective as well. So it's like, I just see you standing true and contributing your light to, you know, dismantling systems that are controlling and violent in your own unique way. Like each and every one of us are born with gifts that are pertinent to this time. And I feel you really, really embodying them. Okay, so then 7, Marie Laveau. Goddess of good juju, New Orleans, temple ancestors, element fire, which we have a lot of too here with the dragons, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, even though that's air, it's represented by fire in this deck. Strength. Oh, you're amping me up, Cancer, and I love it. Okay. Great ancestress Marie Laveau was a larger-than-life New Orleans voodooian, a successful spiritpreneur. The famous voodoo queen first built a thriving business as a hairstylist. So Marie Laveau's guidance. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. So yeah, divine order, the Wheel of Fortune. This is great blessings, prosperity, gifts. I'm sorry if that's loud behind me. This is a time of increase for you. You are an heiress to a rich heritage of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, your creator embraces wealth for you too. Goddess declaration. All I do is win. Yeah, all you do is win, Cancer. Yes, keep following your heart. Keep trusting yourself and building deeper relationships with the divine. You are so loved and protected and safe. Like there are so many like guides here and indications of like divine support. The bull, the dogs here, the lions. This is like the dragon riding the eagle. Like this is being supported by the universe in your truth. And the deepening steps into your birthright and calling back your power, siphoning off the energy, cutting the cords, and yes, returning to sender and embodying that energy. embodying your energy. So, wow. I encourage you, if you feel called to look up pictures of bioluminescence. Google it, because that is like, that's what spirit is showing me your energy as, and it's so beautiful. So thank you for being you. I hope this was helpful in any way, and I will catch you next month, Cancer.